Yo, guys, what up? It's 12 Mojo, and today I'm gonna be looking at why we believe Zamasu is connected to Goku Black. Now, I chose those words carefully. I'm not saying he is Goku Black. I'm saying how is he connected? So what is the missing link between the two people? Is this guy involved in the creation of Goku Black? Is he Goku Black? That's what I'm going to be exploring, guys. And the reason why I'm exploring this, guys, is because I had tons of comments on my YouTube video where everyone is saying, oh, it's pointing towards Zamasu. It's definitely Zamasu, and just endless amount of comments saying Zamasu. But I will have my evidences, guys, why I feel that it could somehow be connected to Zamasu and Goku Black, even though I'm going against my own theory. But I'm doing it for you guys, man. I'm doing it for the Zamasu tards, yeah? The Zamasu tards. So, starting off, first evidence, guys. My first official evidence is, what does Akira Toriyama tell us in the story? What does he tell us in the script about Black and Zamasu? Well, let's take it from Whis. So Whis starts off saying there's nothing in common between Black and Zamasu. And Trunks then comes out with his own baloney theory to do with Zamasu turning himself into a human being or whatever rubbish. That's far from it. So now they're saying they're too different to be the same. And then they're talking about how the keys are different. Now, this is where I'm going to take a stamp here and assume that Akira, by suggesting this, he's trying to lead us on in assuming that Goku Black and Zamasu are different people. So he's clearly in the script saying that they're two different people. But why is he doing that? Is he there to throw us off? Is he there to clearly tell us that, wait a minute, that these guys are goofballs, but the fans who are watching, they know better, that it is Zamasu? Or are they saying that maybe, hold on a second, that there's some sort of a conspiracy going on? The reason why I'm playing that clip is I want you guys to think for a second, what exactly is Akira Toriyama doing there by putting that in there? Is he trying to separate the connection between the two? Why is he saying that? Okay, so my second evidence, guys, is what Zamasu says to Gowasu. Now, he mentions Zamasu almost like a scheme. Imagine now, yeah, guys, this is a scheme, a plan happening from Zamasu. Now, what he's about to say now, guys, imagine it being like a little plan, something that he's going to plan to do to make his tuition come true. Now, listen up, guys. So he says, we mustn't allow evil. Evil is violence, like that of the barbarians. And now look at this, he's saying, he was talking about the barbarians being evil, and then he relates it to Goku. He's saying that, and conceit like that of Son Goku, who would trade blows with the gods. So now what he's trying to do is he's trying to perpetrate that Goku is evil, humans are evil, and what is Goku Black doing? He's doing exactly what Zamasu is saying right now. This could be a plan from Zamasu to make the humans, us lot, the humans, look crazy and, bloodthirsty for violence, which is clearly not the case, guys, yeah? Okay, so that's my second evidence, guys, that there's some sort of a connection happening between Zamasu and Goku Black through his wording, through the scheming, guys, yeah, from what he's saying. Now, guys, my theory is, I've got evidence to back my theory up, yeah? How did Goku Black appear? Well, I'm going to take a jump at this picture where it clearly states that Goku Black had appeared on Earth. So it's funny, it doesn't say that Goku Black came from outer space and arrived at Earth. If he had used the word arrived, that could suggest that he came from out of space. But because it says appeared, it's either multiple things. It could be maybe he came through a time ring, he came through time travel, maybe he was brought alive, maybe he was resurrected, because in the future he's dead. Goku is dead. So who is this guy and how did he get to future timelines? Trunks' timeline. Very interesting question. Now, this is where my interesting theory comes in. Let's take this Supreme Kai, okay? So we're going to look at this old Supreme Kai, yeah? Whilst he was here, he actually showed us some of his Supreme Kai techniques, which our younger one didn't know on the present time. Now, one of the ones, it's called life transfusion, where a Supreme Kai can exchange his life to bring back a person who's dead. Now, we saw that when old Supreme Kai took his life and gave it to Goku. Now, what I'm trying to say is that image of Zamasu falling down in the intro can suggest that maybe he took his own life to put Goku, alive again, to make Goku alive again. Alright, so what he's doing is he's making Goku great again. But then, how does he become evil? Aha! That's where technique number 2 comes in from a Supreme Kai. If you scroll down, fission. Now, what does fission do? Fission can separate a person from their ego to their bad vibes and personify them, allowing them to literally defeat their bad natures. Clearly mentions about taking the evil, the negativity, and putting it into something else. Now, here we go. We got a scenario here, guys. Boom! Vision, evil into Goku. Boom! Life transfusion. Boom! There we go. Goku Black is born. Right? Now, another thing to reference this is that when Goku Black was attacking Earth in the future, did we see a future Zamasu with him? Now, think about it. He's doing Zamasu's bidding. Why is he not there? Because he is doing exactly what Zamasu said, making the Ningens, the humans, look bad. Where is he in the future? The only explanation is 2 options. 1, he's not from that timeline, so there is no Zamasu on that timeline. Probably because he's dormant, or he doesn't know, or whatever. The stipulations are different. He probably didn't meet Goku in that time, or he's dead. The future one is dead. Alright, now possibly even our present one could be dead. How? Meaning the present timeline could have 2 futures. Present timeline can lead into 2 directions. Right? Somehow he gets Goku Black trapped alongside those green rings, as I told you about. Somehow he ends up in Trunks' timeline with the green rings, the Goku Black. So there's endless ways of looking at this. There are too many, holes that are sort of, need plugging. Another thing, guys, I want to add evidence is, why do I feel that it's future Goku and not our Goku? So the main evidence here, I'll start off, is power levels. When Goku Black appeared on Earth, what was his power level? It was very weak. He held his own against Trunks, and it took him a year just to overthrow Trunks. And Trunks always said that he became stronger. Every time I fought him, he became stronger. What does that tell you? That number 1, he was weak. Zamasu is Super Saiyan 2 worthy because he held his own against Super Saiyan 2. So there's clear power difference between the two. So you cannot say that that's our Goku. If it's our Goku, my man's on God form. My man's a God form. Guys, yeah? So that's first evidence, the power levels. Second is, look at his hair. Right? Look at his hair. Now look at future Goku with his heart virus. Exactly the same. The clear differences between the 2 Gokus, our Super Goku and their Dragon Ball Z Goku. So what we're seeing, guys, is a fight between Dragon Ball Z's Goku versus our Dragon Ball Super Goku, yeah? Now, I don't know who you're rooting for, yeah, but I'm going to be voting for Z, man. Mother effing Z is better than Super, man. Okay, so there are my main evidences, guys, yeah? Alongside maybe saying that maybe there are more sort of hints and clues trying to point towards the mass, and that's why the crowd are all going crazy, like, oh my god, it's a mass, it's a mass. Let me know what you guys think, if you still think that it's a mass connected somehow to Goku Black, or do you think that there's actually Gowasu who's the perpetrator? Gowasu is the man who's behind all this, the mastermind, the deceitful, the undercover criminal. Let me know what you think, guys.